Peace, family. I'm Khyree, and this is a Naturell Conversation, a place of unedited, unfiltered conversation regarding mental prosperity, inner peace, which translates to world peace. You can follow me and find me on all platforms at World Peace Re. And what I mean by inner peace to world peace is to really see it within the world. To see it externally, you have to know it internally first. And so I have peace within myself, and everywhere I go, I radiate that peace because everything works in a frequency. Everything works in a rhythm. Everything works in a pattern. And so within myself, I have all these things that I radiate out to the world. I see beauty within myself, so I see the beauty in the world. A lot of people focus on the negatives, and I'm not the kind of person. Naturell actually started as optimistic. I used to think being optimistic was the wave, which, yeah, a little bit. I think that's my nature. We all have different natures, and that's why I call it naturel, because we need to learn how to live in our natural light, in our natural order, based according to ourselves, not the facade, not the how you think you should live, how you think others should place others, how others perceive you. If that makes sense. So to live natural, to live naturel, to live natural, I mean, there's a lot of different things that could really highlight, but I mean, we're all made, everything is made by the one creator, and whatever that is you may believe, whether it is believing in a creator or just believing that the universe, snapped into existence, it doesn't matter. It's still, that is the belief. And so that goes into today's Naturell Conversation about humans are greater than technology. Nothing is more valuable than human life, or nothing is more valuable than just nature and the things that have been created for us in nature to coexist and to live in this abundance of resources. But I really want to talk about this technology and human difference. And with that being said, I really do need to watch Toy Story. I just seen they made a new one regarding toys versus technology, so I need to watch that. But this conversation has been something I've been talking about for a few years now. I'm a basketball player, and I went to Jamal Crawford's top 30 camp in Seattle, Washington, which was an extreme honor and privilege to be recognized as a top 30 player in the state of Washington. With that being said, they had a nutritionist come in, and she enlightened us on the idea. We was high schoolers, and this is when I first changed my way of being when it came to my eating, and seeing how eating food, how that impacted my well-being. But she said, her example was like, if you drove a Lamborghini, what kind of gas would you put in it? And everybody was like, the best gas, premium gas. Well, you, as an athlete or a human, I could relate to all people, but you as a person, what type of fuel are you putting in your body? And that resonated with me. And since then, since about 2018, I've changed my diet, and it's almost 10 years of, thank God, it's been almost 10 years of, I slip, I have some soda, not a lot, barely, but you know what I mean? I've been taking my diet very seriously for about 10 years now. And so that example really highlighted the fact that we would value this car more than our own bodies. We would value this phone and this technology over our own minds. And so I look at it like, we panic. Like, I wrote some things down just so I can stay focused in this natural conversation. Sometimes I'm boom, boom, boom everywhere. That's kind of the idea, because it just makes it relatable. I'm not the guy with the answers. I'm not your key to success. You're your own key to success. But so I wanted to stay focused on this conversation. But what my question is with this human versus technology is, why do we take better care of our phones and technology than ourselves? When that phone hit, when we don't want to drop our phone, you know what I'm saying? We protect our phone. We got a case around it. And when we drop it, we're upset at ourselves. But it's like, do we protect our minds? We scroll mindlessly. We consume all this stuff that they want us to consume. And we don't even think twice about what we're consuming. You know what I'm saying? We watch all this. We watch murder on the screens. We watch porn on the screens. We watch all these different things that have warped our mind into just not into a natural way of being. But why do we panic when our phone's at 5%, but ignore our mind, body, and spirit when it's drained? Like, you probably wouldn't even be able to recognize, but maybe this video is why, or will highlight and have you recognize you are drained. You are just burnt out. A lot of people are really burnt out here, and it's simply because they're constantly in a go mode, or they're not consciously being aware of the actions and the purpose behind the actions that they do, and how that may train them or how that may make them feel. And so, but our phones, man, when that thing dies, we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to operate. It's like we need our phones to do everything. And it's not to say that technology is not great, but it's when you start to value anything more than your own life, that is when it becomes a problem. When you start to be able, when you need to function with marijuana or alcohol or any substance or any medicine to operate or to feel peace or to feel grounded, that's the problem, because God has already put everything here for us to become grounded. Listen to the birds, listen to the nature, put your feet in some grass. And everybody says go touch some grass, and they think it's funny, hey, hearsay. But putting your feet in the grass is the same thing as putting your phone on the charger. The earth, and this is where I struggle getting into the scientific conversation, but the earth, the grass, the ground can positively charge your negatively charged ions within your body, which helps reduce inflammation, reduces aging, and it just helps your body feel better. So you're charging your body when you go touch some grass. The frequency within nature, the sound of the rivers, the sound of the birds, the sound of nature, it's a certain frequency that helps our mind just become back realigned. Constantly just hearing, listening to this music, and you can listen to the artists that have said it. XXXTentacion, Kanye West. They have said how frequency plays a major role in our belief systems and our way of operating. And so, but I want y'all to know again, technology is extremely valuable. It's really great, but it's also just a replication of our own nature. And it's a valuable thing, but humans are way more valuable. It's the person using it. And it's always a thing. It's like, what's dangerous? Is it guns are dangerous, or is it the person using it? And I just went shooting for the first time the other day, for the first time. And it's because I really wanted to, because I see these people with weapons, and it makes me think, and I hear how guns are so dangerous. Like, yes, guns are very dangerous, but it's the people that are using them that cause the danger. I went to the gun range, I was firing that thing, bro. It felt like the 4th of July. And I would never think about using this and just going out there and letting the air, like. So again, that just goes into the idea that these things are powerful, yes, but it's the person using them that are more powerful and have control over it. Because AI and artificial intelligence, it's just a language prompt that we're learning to master and putting in certain wording and coding into that prompt or into that software to get out what we want out of it. And it's crazy as heck to think, because there's artificial intelligence, there's our intelligence, and there's a higher intelligence. So tap in with that. Tap in with that higher intelligence to really lay the foundation of your own intelligence. And then you're operating in a different wavelength that not many people are. You know what I'm saying? This is a 3D reality, but truthfully, you can elevate to a higher consciousness and a higher reality within this world. And you can see everything from a different perspective. It's like a veil over our minds and eyes that don't allow us to see the beauty within the world. And that's why it's called programming. That's why it's called a channel, because you're channeling your belief systems by things that you watch, see, hear, and do. They want you to do all these things because it's going to lower your frequency. It's going to keep you in this 3D reality. When in reality, you can elevate past all that. So, I want you to know what is the coding for humans? What are the prompts? What are the prompts you can put into your mind to elevate yourself? How can you elevate your consciousness? How can you elevate your frequency? Like I said, grounding yourself within earth and charging your body like you charge your phone. Their internal dialogue, the things you tell yourself. The things you tell yourself, I am amazing, I am great. Or do you think I'm flawed, I'm not maybe you could say I'm not perfect, but my quote to that is embracing imperfection is perfection. So yeah, you might tell yourself I'm not perfect, but if you could tell yourself and understand that embracing your flaws is perfection, then you will be like, dang, like, really? Like you, and I think of that more on like an external level, like how you look, because you can't really change how you look. And a lot of people maybe, braces is the only thing I think is okay, maybe. But when it comes to surgery, lip filler, all that, makeup, all that, like God made you for a reason. You are unique, you are special. I've been telling the kids I've been working with all summer that they are unique. That's why I love the word unique, because it's spelled with you. That's why I love the word universe, because it is you. You feel me? Universe, metaverse. Like, look at it. They trying to replace and they're trying to make this alternate reality that is not God's reality. And so that's why it's so funny to speak on and talk about. But also, so your internal dialogue, what do you say about yourself? How do you see yourself? And it's okay. I want you to be honest with yourself. And that's why we believe in journaling, because you can write that down. How do I see myself? What are my belief systems? When's the last time I charged myself? How to recognize when I feel drained? And so your belief system, it goes in with your internal dialogue, because what you tell yourself is what you believe about yourself, and what you say is what manifests into reality. And a lot of people are basing it off the past. And so when you base the present off your past, guess what your future becomes? The past. And you keep repeating the same cycles, the same loops of despair, anger, sorrow, regret. The past is the past, and that's a learning lesson to this moment. Then you build your future with new ideologies, with new internal dialogues, new prompts, with new actions that create your new future. If you constantly remind yourself of who you once were, you will never grow into who you're supposed to be. My belief system, I've shifted, because there was a time where I was anxious, and I said I'm anxious, and I said that I struggle with this, and I say I'm addicted to this, or I can't get over this, or I'm gonna stay like this, or this is how I am. Until I got to the nitty-gritty with it, man. So another one of those things to reshape your internal dialogue and belief systems is to meditate and journal. Meditation, journaling. If I meditate and I think about who I am, and then I put that in a journal, I'm not gonna meditate and say, I'm stupid, I'm not destined for success. I can't, even saying that right now is crazy, because I'm like, I gotta reverse that. You feel me? Because I am destined for success. I mean, I am successful. It's not even like a future thing. Like, I speak my future as if I already have it. And they say that all the time. That's manifestation. Like, I already believe it. I know it's possible. It's here right now. Because if I have it in the future, I already have it right now. Because it already happened in the past, I already have it right now. So there's really no difference. Because again, that's when it comes to the higher level of consciousness, the higher intelligence. God sees then, now, and the past all from a higher veil. And that's what you're capable of doing through meditation. You're literally transcending the 3D reality, going to a higher perspective and being able to plant seeds of what your future looks like, so that is the now. I feel like I just broke that down in such a simple way that's easy for you to understand. And that's my goal with the Naturell Conversation, because it is complex. Life is complex, but that does not have to mean it's hard. Life is complex, but that does not mean it is hard. Because once you understand how to navigate the system, just like how you learn how to navigate the coding within AI, once you learn how to navigate the system of the reality around you, you are able to operate at a different frequency. I keep saying the word frequency. I keep saying the word consciousness. Because that requires you to be consciously aware of your frequency, your being, your spirit, your mind, your body. Focus on those things. When you say holistic health, you don't say mind, body, spirit, phone. You don't say mind, body, spirit, technology. Technology is a distraction from those three things. So, my belief system now, though, is that that's my belief system. My belief system is optimistic. My belief system is living in gratitude. Anything that happens to me is happening for me. It's not, oh, poor me, I rolled my ankle and I'm out for the season. I just missed out on promoting my team. Thank God that happened to me, because I looked at it. Why did I roll my ankle? Because I wanted to go in there and go dunk. Because I was struggling on getting my point. So I was like, I gotta go get an easy one. Then a boy slides under, step on his foot. In the moment it happened, I knew it. I'm done. And that hurt in the moment, of course, but I knew the moment. I was like, man, I faked to do it. All I need is one dribble, shot. Same 2 points, same easy look. Probably exerting less energy, trying to go punch out on something. One dribble, shot. Another thing that's happened to me, that it's a learning lesson that I know it's not holding me back or stopping my growth. I can't even, bro, everything is growth, man. Nothing. I remember one time somebody asked me, like, do bad things happen to you, bro? You always make, like, everything's so good in your life. Bad things happen to me all the freaking time. But I never look at it as a bad thing. Some things that happen to me, if it happened to you or somebody with a belief system that doesn't relate to mine, it's gonna be the worst thing ever. It might break them. It might just keep them stuck in their box the whole time. But hey man, this is a Naturell Conversation. So today's sponsor is Rise Mushroom Coffee. I've been evolving myself. I went back on my memories yesterday and I've been evolving myself. I was saying stuff in 2016 that is now in this moment. I said I was gonna be playing professionally. I said I can't wait to live my dreams. I'm living my dreams every day. And I understand that is why I'm able to do a Naturell Conversation, because I know there's people still grinding, still working, still hoping, still fighting. I understand that because I was once there. I was in that survival. I was in that struggle. But your habits is the next thing. Your habits and your faith are the next thing. So again, what are our human codes? What are our human prompts to evolve ourselves? Internal dialogue, how you speak to yourself. Your belief system, how you speak to yourself and how you see yourself. In which you see yourself being capable of achieving. Your habits. Your habits. That boy hot. Your habits. What actions are you doing to become who you want to become? And that's how that manifestation works. That's how seeing it at a higher frequency, because it's like, I wanted to become peaceful. I said that. I was like working on my peace. I said that like 2019, trying to find a peace of mind. The bag I'm trying to find or something like that. Like I'm working on my craft, but I'm also trying to find peace. And what that was like, I was grinding. And I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, I'm not reading nothing. I'm not meditating. Like, cause I didn't even know when it really hit that, like, what am I doing with myself? And so now, I couldn't even tell you what it was, but it was like a realization. I was taking like 2 steps forward by eating healthy, but then I was doing some other things that just took me 3 steps back for real. And so I was like, or I heard a J. Cole song. J. Cole song, bro. It was talking about lust and hitting women and how, like, he's telling every girl he can get it. he got all it coming, but really he's telling out to every lady, and all the girls think he's the man, but he ain't doing nothing because he's a slave to lust, or a slave to this, or struggling with that. And it's okay to struggle, but you gotta recognize where you're struggling at and where your habits, what habits are holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself. And if you need to replace habits, you're struggling with bad habits, you gotta replace them with good habits. If you wanna stop something, you need to start doing something else in replace of that. So, a lot of time spent scrolling, a lot of time spent video gaming, a lot of time spent smoking, a lot of time spent getting it in, fucking, replaced by going to the gym, replaced by reading, replaced by stretching, replaced by meditation, replaced by grounding, replaced by sunbathing, replaced by ice plunging. Everything I do, all my habits, is the opposite of what technology is making me do. I'm just numbing myself with the phone. Yeah, scroll. And that's why I want to do a Naturell Conversation, because I want long form content where you have to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes and really just hear spit. I'm not really good at doing the short form content. I'm not good at reeling in people's attention. Ha, come here, I got your attention. Now you're gonna watch this video. I'm not good at that. I'm good at speaking life into people in extended periods of time, because it's not just an instant hit of dopamine that's gonna change your life. You can watch a motivational video and say, I'm gonna change my life. No, what I'm giving you right now is free game on how to change your life. You have to meditate every day. You have to stretch every day. You have to do an ice plunge to really work on the changing in your mind. And okay, you ain't got the ice plunge like me, but I got this shit for $30. Go to the shower. You take a shower every day, I hope. Take a shower every day and turn that mug cold at the end. Sit in it. Learn how to breathe in an uncomfortable environment. Stretching, same thing. Ooh, I'm tight. I breathe in that uncomfortable position, and now I'm locked in. I'm showing my body that I'm capable of being comfortable in uncomfortable positions. That's your habits. Your habits build who you are. So again, let's go back over it. Internal dialogue, how you speak to yourself. Belief systems, how you see yourself and how you speak to yourself, and how you see yourself being capable of achieving said goal. Your habits, do they align with your words? Do your actions align with your words? I want to be the best, but I'm playing 2K for 5 hours a day. I don't even know what you could say. My words and how I align that with actions is, I'm world peace free, and I'm creating a better world. I'm creating change one person at a time. So whoever may see this is going to be impacted by this, and guess what? You might start operating differently. You start journaling, and then your homeboy's going to see you journaling and say, what the fuck are you doing? You journaling? That's what girls do. And you're like, bro, what? I'm healing myself and I'm understanding myself. How is that what girls do? So I'm world peace free, the person that operates at a higher frequency and unlocks the veil and gets a peek behind the curtain and points that into everybody. And I just radiate peace everywhere I go. I radiate peace and love everywhere I go. So I say peace and love in every video. That's just world peace free. Then there's Hoopery, who's on kill mode. Seriously, if there's someone in front of me, that person is not fucking with me. And I'm able to flip this switch, because it's like, how am I world peace free but saying I'm gonna kill someone? Metaphorically, never would kill someone, because it's all peace and love. I don't believe in violence. But if I gotta stand on mine, I will. I'll two-piece someone quick. But that's besides the point. As a hooper, bro, I get to it, bro. Somebody steps in front of me in the moment, I flip the switch, kill mode, boom. Nobody's working harder than me. 2, they don't want it as bad as me. 3, I love hooping. I love it. It's not even about the money. It's not even about, it's about traveling the world, because that's an experience I get to learn and get privilege to do that. But anywhere I go, I'm gonna try to hoop my best and be the best version of myself, and that's my habits. So I want to become the best version of myself, so all my habits reflect being the best version of myself. Faith is the next prompt, next code. You don't need to believe in nothing. I'm Khyree. I believe in all things. I believe in science. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I believe in energy. I believe in Buddha. I believe in Christ. And all this divide and conquer is working, because the moment I bring up Christ, we be like, man, I'm off this video. This nigga Christian. What? This nigga believes in Buddhism. He's not Christian. What are you talking about, bro? Christ was a real person that He didn't believe in the religion, bro. And he went against it and they killed him. And guess what? The same people who killed him turned him into a religion. Now you're waiting for a savior to come back and save you, but Christ was the savior. He came and showed us how to have faith, how to have a belief system. He showed us these codes. Feel me? Buddha showed us the path to enlightenment. So all these things, Taoism, they tell you if you lean on one thing too much, it's gonna fall over, it's gonna topple. And so I'm not here to shift your belief system. Whatever you believe is what you believe, and that's your natural belief system. So keep that up, keep it going. I'm proud of you. But this is for the ones that is truly lost and trying to find a path. Bro, you're not gonna fit on nobody else's path but your own. You feel me? And so, but faith is everything that I say, I believe it. And when I believe it, I conceive it. And you know, what you reap or what you sow, you shall reap. It's in the Bible. It's in the Quran. It's in the Buddha. It's in the whatever the Buddhas read. It's in that, man. So that's what meditation is. I go in there and I sow these seeds of peace. I sow these seeds of greatness. I sow these seeds of abundance. I sow these seeds of everything that I conceive and see. And so with that, technology and nature is greater than technology. Find out. Go get yourself a plant, put it in your room and water it and nurture it and just see the beauty within that and the mindfulness and the presence that it takes to grow plants. And then you realize you're no different than a plant. You're no different than a plant. You're no different than a seed. I mean, literally, you're not no different than a seed. And when you think of this complexities of life, like we started off as a seed. I was a seed, bro, and look at me now. You're a seed, look at you now. And so look at the dirt you're giving yourself. Look at the water you're giving yourself. Look at the environment you're giving yourself. And then you'll see, okay, am I growing the way I should be growing? Or is this environment fitting me? Is these things, are these actions, are the actions helping me grow? So yeah, go grab yourself a plant. You can go buy my favorite one is a Monstera. Snake plants are great. Pothos are easy to take care of. I would say succulent, but that doesn't require you to water it weekly. Or they love the sun. They love to be dried out. Succulents are just like desert plants. But you go get yourself one of those plants that need humidity. They need mist on it. They need the water like every few days. Go get yourself one of those, and you'll really see like, dang, I'm no different than this plant. I need good music to nurture myself. I need good water to nurture myself. I need good environment. I need a good pot. And then I sometimes grow out of that pot. And that goes into the technology stuff. You're gonna update your phone. You don't keep your shit updated. You're gonna keep your space clear. You're gonna keep your phone operating at the highest capacity. But what about your mind, body, and spirit? Life reflects what you constantly give yourself. Life reflects what you constantly give yourself. So again, get a plant and see what I mean by that. Or go get some strawberries, eat healthy, eat some natural foods. Get a strawberry, cut the skin off just a little bit where all the seeds are. Get a little pot with a little bit of dirt, plant that strawberry in there, cover it with dirt, water it, put a glass over that where you put the strawberry, and that causes humidity or condensation. Leave that in there for a few days, water the plant around it, and then you'll start to see it sprout. You'll start to see it sprout. And I don't know, I forget what you do after that, but I grew strawberries before. You'll be amazed by how beautiful, how easy it is to grow a plant with just love, care, and then you'll see it grow. I grew carrots, spinach before in Redlands. I grew like a lot of little microgreens. I've grown plants before, and it was probably one of the most satisfying things I've ever done for myself because I never seen myself being a gardener. But guess what? Once you learn how to garden plants, then you realize how that translates to life and yourself. So life reflects what you constantly give yourself. And so I'll end this Naturell Conversation. I appreciate you for listening, but I'll end this with saying, imagine if we protected our minds the way we care for our devices. Imagine if we protected our peace the way we protect our screens. Imagine if we invested in our spirit the way we invest in our technology. So, I'll recap a little bit by saying our human codes are our internal dialogue, the things we speak to ourselves, our belief systems, the way we see ourselves, the way we see reality, the way we see ourselves is going to reflect how we see the world and see what you're capable of achieving. Our habits, do your words and actions align and replace bad habits with good habits. Have faith in knowing that everything is happening for you, and God, again, is seeing it from a higher perspective. He sees your future. So this moment might be struggle, it might be a struggle, it might be trouble, you might trip, you might fall, but God put you in that situation because it's only going to help you in the greater. So having that faith and knowing that everything is happening for you to evolve you into the best version of yourself will give you a lot of peace, knowing like no struggle is bigger than me. I'm bigger than all struggles. I'm capable of achieving everything. And life reflects what you constantly give yourself. So if you don't have a journal, go buy a journal. Put a date at every journal entry you put in, but find out who you are, find out your belief systems, find out your internal dialogue. Go ground yourself in some grass and charge yourself like you charge your phone. Go get yourself a plant and nurture it and water it and see how you're no different, and you will always reap what you sow. Meditate and transcend this 3D reality. Be present, deep breathe, love yourself. So this is Khyree Armstead with another Naturell Conversation. As always, peace, love, and don't forget to breathe deeply.
Conductor.